only bring us one pair. So I'm going to take one of these off and put it on one of the little earring stands so that you can get a good close-up, because this is another one of these beautiful earrings. This one is actually coming from Solvar, and we'll show you in a moment, but this is mixing the colors of metal. So you have the rose gold plating over the silver, you have the yellow gold plating over the silver, and it is just beautiful with those Trinity knots. Only 250 pairs remain. Now I'm going to leave this one on so you can see that right there. It actually dangles about an inch or so, approximately an inch in the length on that one, just so you can see. It's a lever back, so that makes it extra comfortable. And here's what you need to know. First day at a clearance price. Listen to this. QVC's price, $108, because this is a lot of precious metal. And we're taking $48 off of our own price to bring it down to less than $60. So it's a great value, all done in sterling silver with the yellow gold and the rose gold layered over the sterling silver. My guest is Marcus Obernick, and he has 15 years of experience in the jewelry industry. And Marcus, great to have you with us. Thank you for joining us today, all the way from Ireland.
It's great to be here. Fantastic. Great to see you.
You too. Marcus, what part of Ireland are you in right now?
I'm sitting here in Dublin, right just a couple of minutes away from Dublin City Centre, a couple of minutes away from Trinity College, the assay office.
Right.
In a little town just outside called Sandymount, right beside the sea.
Wonderful. I just was trying to picture it, you know. Okay, so let's talk. Solvar has been in business for a long time, haven't they?
A long time. This year we were at 83 years in business.
Wow.
My grandparents, my grandmother and my grandfather actually started the business all those 83 years ago, and it started off by creating a little line of souvenir jewelry, and it's grown into what it is today. So there's a long history, family history and heritage in the Solvar business.
Yeah.
And now I'm the third generation running the business.
That's terrific. And Marcus, let's talk about, when you were talking about Trinity College, let's talk about the Trinity knots. And it really all goes back to St. Patrick, right?
It does. The Trinity knot is like Irish heritage is deep with lots of symbols, and the Trinity knot is one of probably the most recognizable ones. They reckon that the Trinity knot, it's got the endless intertwining Celtic knots with the three corners, and the 3 points was quite a significant symbol back in Celtic heritage. It was used to tell stories, and it was adapted. They reckon it was adapted into Christianity, and the 3 points representing the Holy Trinity, the Father, and the Holy Spirit.
Right.
And then it's kind of over the centuries it's been adapted and changed, and now we sometimes call it the never-ending love knot with no beginning and no end.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I love how you mixed the metals, because to me, if it was all sterling, it would still be very pretty. But you wouldn't maybe necessarily be able to tell right away that these are the Trinity knots. But the fact that you took the 14-karat yellow gold and the 14-karat rose gold and put it over some of them really made all of them become more individual, didn't it? And more distinguished.
Exactly, and we're always trying to do something new and different. Mm-hmm. And we've created a lot of products with Trinity knots. And like you said, in these earrings, to have 6 Trinity knots, well, 12 actually, 6 on either side is fantastic, but we have to highlight them. So we use 18-karat yellow gold and 18-karat rose gold plating on some of the knots to really make them stand out and, pop. So you can really see each individual knot, each individual little curve and loop inside the circular rim.
I was saying 14. Hey, it's even 18 karat. That's even better and more expensive. Let's just remind you, this is a lever back, so it's extremely comfortable. So when you go to put this in, it has the little lever right here. You can take that out. So you end up with that little, the post right there, and you can just pop that in your ear. such as that. And then let me put that through. It's easier in your ear than it is on these stands sometimes. That's the back of it right there. But here it is, hanging about 1 1/8 inches in length. Just beautiful, and it will hang correctly in your ear. It's just I didn't even put it all the way through that hole. I want to remind you, first day at a clearance price, you're saving $48. You are paying $59.98. You can break that down to $12 a month if you want to put it on 5 monthly payments, and the 5 monthly payments goes up and away at the end of the day. Fewer than 200 sets remain. 200 pairs remain, and it's just so beautiful. You know, one of the things that people wonder about, Marcus, sometimes is, you know, this assay office at the Dublin Castle, and Joe told us a little bit about it, but that's something that every piece has to go through, correct?
Correct. Every piece of jewelry that's made with a precious metal, either silver or gold, has to go to the assay office to get tested to make sure that the metal is silver or gold to the standard that is held up by all the jewelers in Ireland. So every piece of product that we bring to QVC has gone through the assay office, has been tested, and it will have an individual hallmark stamp on each and every piece, so the wearer and the buyer and everyone knows that it's authentic sterling silver.
Yeah, exactly. Wow, it's beautiful. I'll tell you what, it's very, very popular right now. People are going and placing their orders. They really, truly are. And a lot of people picking up even more than one pair, because maybe it's a pair for you and a pair for someone else in your family. You know, there's a ton of Irish people over here in the United States that live here now, and it's, you know, it's big and it's families and they have their traditions and all. So whether this is maybe your very first item from Ireland. These are genuine Irish-made product. And, you know, they have to go through several steps. You know, there's got to be, you can talk to it better, Marcus, than I can. There has to be a sketch and a casting. Take us through those steps, that what goes into a pair of earrings like this, so that people can just really appreciate, you know, that these are not just stamped out of anything. I mean, they really, truly go through a rigorous process to get them to be just right.
It sure does. So we try and come up with, obviously, brand new ideas for QVC, and then trying to incorporate, obviously, Trinity knots into the earring. So I would sit down, take some ideas, sit down with a designer, and myself and the designer would come up with maybe multiple sketches. There might be 20, 30 different sketches before we come to the final design.
Right.
These are hand-drawn sketches. Then we put them into a 3D CAD, which produces a mold. And from the mold, then the first piece sample is produced. And we can tell then if it's the correct size, if it fits correctly on the ear.
Wow.
And there's a lot of different stages. So each piece from concept to physical first piece sample can take anywhere from maybe 8 to 12 weeks. So it's a long process.
It is.
To get to make it exactly perfect.
And then, you know, QVC has to approve it too. And believe me, we put it through a rigorous process, don't we, Marcus?
You sure do. The QVC quality control process is phenomenal. Nothing gets onto the air without it being 100%, you know, checked and certified. So it's, you really are, when you're buying the product, it's been checked by the Dublin Assay Office, it's been checked by QVC quality control. So it's phenomenal. And you can see there, like, they're a stunning pair of earrings. Would be a fantastic gift for Christmas.
Right.
Or it's a little gift for a loved one, but definitely a great earring to wear in the holidays.
It sure is. 150 pairs remain. Now understand that because you're getting this clearance price of less than $60, once these are gone, they're gone. There's no more coming back in. And, you know, I look at something like this. First of all, it's so comfortable because it's the lever back. But look at how the impact it makes. And then when you actually see it in person with the 3 colors, genuine sterling silver, but then 18 karat yellow gold on some of the Trinity knots, and 18 karat rose gold on some of those Trinity knots. It's just a fantastic pair of earrings. Solvar is a name that, as we said, been around for 83 years, but even here at QVC for many, many years as well.
Many years.
Marcus, thank you so much for being here with us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. And in the meantime, we have a lot more yet to come. We even have a painting coming up. Yes, a real